What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 688 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 14 of Crossfire. We are just a short ways away from validation, the battle of the brands, ladies and gentlemen. Crossfire and Supremacy going to clash head-to-head to prove which show is truly the flagship of CMV, and this is the go-home Crossfire. We still have Supremacy a little bit later on this week, but then it is game time, and the card has already been released, stacked from top to bottom. I cannot wait. I hope you're all as excited as I am, but, well, we have got plenty of action to satiate us for the time being right here tonight as things kick off. You can see with your very own peepers, Paul Divine up against the self-proclaimed mega powers of CMV. Lance Romance, Jarek Lawson, and Tenra in this six-man, or rather, should I say, handicap match. Paul Divine probably wishes it was a six-man tag team match, but not so lucky is the Asian sensation. He is all by himself here. And this 1v3 scenario, taking it to Tenra straight out of the gate. Of course, just a couple weeks ago that Paul Divine made his long-awaited return to CMV. We hadn't seen him previously since Battle Scars at the end of last season. And, well, while he did get to talk some smack right to Schmitty's face, the night didn't really end so well. His big, return didn't culminate, I'm sure, as he would have liked it to, as he was on the receiving end of a pinfall courtesy of Lance Romance in what was a six-man tag team match. So Paul Divine was looking for some revenge, if you will, one-on-one with Lance Romance here tonight, but suddenly, just before the show started, it was revealed that this would instead be a handicap match, and, well, we didn't have to wait very long to find out who exactly was behind that decision. None other than Schmitty, saying he's going to take care of Paul Divine before Divine really even gets the chance to, get started once again. We know that Paul Divine, along with Tenra and Schmitty, are the three representatives for Crossfire inside of the cross-brand elimination chamber match that will main event validation. And we saw, Schmitty a couple weeks ago when Divine confronted him in the ring, wanted nothing to do with Paul Divine. And so now, strategically trying to eliminate Divine before he's even really a factor in the Game Changer's career. And we will see Schmitty in action a little bit later on tonight. Unlike Paul Divine, he's only got one opponent to worry about. The other two members of the Mega Powers, Rising Star Champion Jarek Lawson, who's going to town on Divine right now, and Lance Romance, we now know, will be representing Crossfire, challenging X-Gen for the Unified World Tag titles. Although, will X-Gen still be the champs, is the big question, as they will be defending their titles later on this week, the Go-Home Supremacy, against Los Felinos Fatales, as well as Curtis in Spain, a triple threat tag team ladder match. And so really for Romance and Lawson right now, they're just waiting to see who exactly they will be stepping into the ring with at validation. Could be a big night for the Mega Powers, though. They could leave with the tag team titles, and Tenra could leave with a world championship match coming his way. Forearm smash from Divine, who of course never backs down from a fight. He may have been momentarily taken aback when he heard the news that this would be a one-on-three match, but, well, he could have tucked his tail and run, but that's just not Divine. Going to the top, perhaps looking for some Divine intervention. Tries to cut off Jarek Lawson for making that tag, but the Rising Star Champion with a leap of faith, and here comes the big bruiser, who again probably picked up the biggest win of his career here in CMV a couple weeks ago when he pinned Paul Divine in that six-man tag team match. Romance been making a habit of these shock upset wins since he debuted a few months ago. Remember in his first match, he pinned global champion Ace Reeves. Paul Divine being slowly worn down in this match. Look how Lance Romance just came in, obliterated him And then gingerly tagged Tenra back in, maybe looking to finish the job. Slaps away the fist. Nice duck of the clothesline, and we get a Pele kick. Paul Devine hyping up, baby. When you back Paul Devine into a corner, that's when he becomes most dangerous. I've said it before. This is where he really shines. But at the end of the day, it's really just a numbers game. And even if you are someone as persevering as Paul Devine, you've got that heart, you've got that soul, that fight that never dies out. I mean, not a whole lot of men on this earth could hold their own when being swarmed, especially by three guys the caliber of Lance Romance, Jarek Lawson, and Tenra. Tenra, former NGW world champion, and god damn, that knee just about took Divine's head off. And look at how well, I should say, these three guys are working together. Frequent tags, just keeping each other fresh, coming in, hitting a couple of moves, tagging out. Divine just can't keep up. Tries to go low. There we go, Divine. Might be down, but certainly not out. You could never count the Asian sensation out of a fight. The five-time world champion didn't come back. Just to look like a chump. Courtesy of Schmitty. And look at this. Out of the Falcon Arrow into a... I can't really see that well because Jarek Lawson is in the way, although the view ain't that bad. I think he had a rear naked choke locked in, but Lance Romance, he's so beefy. Keeping a submission like that locked in on someone as muscular as he is going to prove very tough. Wait a minute. Oh, time stamp out of the single knee backbreaker. What a combination. One. Only a one count? And Divine's like, huh? Yeah. Lance Romance, man. This guy is tough as nails. He just got laid out, pops right back up. This is what I'm talking about. Divine sidesteps him. Lance Romance might be the bigger guy, but not the quicker. Paul Devine just dancing around him. Now he's got Devine on the outside, though. That sickle shot right to the back of the head. Crack to the jaw. Divine gonna throw Romance face first off that steel post. You can see Jarek Lawson and Tenra are watching very closely. They obviously want to get involved, but don't want to risk the disqualification here. Hoping that Romance can handle his own. Stomp to the quad. Count of 6 already by referee James. And Romance just having a fine old time throwing Divine all around the ringside area. Getting a taste of his own medicine as Divine poses front and center for the benefit of those with flash photography there. Count of 10. Has until 20 to get back into the ring. Another sickle by Lance Romance. Those 18-inch pythons just trying to decapitate Divine as we get an air raid siren neck breaker. And things are not looking good for Divine. I mean, they were looking very good as soon as this match started, but especially now, what's Tenra doing? Looks like Tenra's trying to argue with the referee. Oh, powerbomb. And now Tenra's just going to add insult to injury, talking that smack while Romance looks to rip Divine limb from limb and breaks the count. Could have very easily won right there. But I think the Mega Powers are looking to make a statement. And surely Schmitty told them, don't just beat him. Beat the hell out of him. Don't make it easy. But in doing so, may have given Divine an opening trying to get back into this one. Clothesline by Romance. And the big man using his brute force. Manhandling Divine is the only way really you could put it. Fireman Scary takes Romance overhead. We get another shoulder breaker. See Jarek Lawson and Tenra talking to each other on the apron. I think they're all wondering how Divine is still standing at this point. Romance going to try to finish him off once and for all, and nearly does. Shocked. Is he? But the fact that Divine was able to kick down another catapult German suplex. Romance just hits that with ease. Look at the... I mean, have you ever seen someone with such ripped thighs? How do you even get your thighs that ripped? Face first off the top turnbuckle, tag to Tenra. Once again, we get some teamwork here by the Mega Powers. Beautiful takedown. Tenra coming off the top rope. Well, Divine's in La La Land. Tenra with the finishing blow, perhaps. The alley-oop, shoots the half, hooks the leg. 1, 2. How the hell is Divine still fighting? I don't know why I asked myself that. It's Paul Divine, that's why. Reversed in the corner, kick down. Nowhere to go. Tenra. Oh, with a knee. Scraping the skin right off of Divine's face. We've got some blood now. Misses the boot though. But it seems like Paul Divine's not done with Lance Romance. Took his eyes off of Tenra. That might be his last mistake now. Another knee. Tenra gonna go for the eyes. Gouging straight into a forward Russian leg sweep. And when Tenra wants to be, man, he can be so vicious, just absolutely carnivorous in how he goes after his opponents. Now, we first saw that, of course, the infamous last Iron Man match with Joseph Santos back at Homebound. And ever since then, it seems like Tenra's just gotten more and more vicious. Michinoku driver Divine needs to take a couple of seconds to mock all the Divine fans out there. Now Divine telling him, come on, get up, that's all you got. Stalking Divine, pulling him to his feet, slowly but surely. Short arm, big boot. Divine can barely stand on his own at this point. Rolling to the outside, still has that instinct, that wherewithal to get himself to safety. But Tenra's right there to meet him. Paul Divine's quicker. Launching Tenra back into the ring. This may be Divine's last opportunity to try to find some sort of window. Get himself back in this match, man. But after that brainbuster, now look at Tenra out of the corner. We know what he's going for here. Oh, cartwheel, Pele kick, and 1, 2. Look at the reaction. All 3 members of the Mega Powers. Jarek Lawson shook his head like, oh my God. Lance Romance almost fell off the apron. And freaking Tenra, jaw nearly dropped to the canvas. Divine! Another single knee backbreaker. There's the timestamp. This would be the biggest steal. 1, 2. Oh. Now it's Divine. Hard to imagine what's going through his head. 24th punch. Look how quickly he slithers into the cover. 1, 2. But it's not quick enough. Tenra pops up to his feet almost out of instinct. Nails that TKO, but Divine again, knowing where he is at all times. Making it so that Tenra going to go for the pin. Thrown down across the ringside area. Kick up to the side of the head. Tenra. I think at this point they have to take into consideration the fact that They need to put Divine down sooner rather than later, no matter what Schmidt told them. Referee already at the count of 5 as these guys are fighting in the timekeeper's area now. It's a very small space to be throwing each other around. Gut first into the security wall, and again at the count of 8, I think Tenra has found his niche here. Just trying to break the ribs of Paul Divine. You know, Schmidt is watching from the back right now with a devilish grin on his face. Divine fights out of that situation. Here's the referee's count of 11, now 12. Tries to take a hold of Tenra's arm. Forearm smash coming out of right field, though. Cheeky jab. And I think Tenra's fist game is... wait a minute, did Tenra just bite Divine? What is he doing? Oh my god, he's biting him again! What the hell is going on? What is Tenra doing? Divine has to push him off. Taking Bloodthirsty quite literally here. Tenra, savage. Pouncing on Divine like a freaking wild animal, guys. And look at that. Look how close Tenra got back in the ring. Just as the referee counted 20. Tenra gets back in the ring. The Mega Powers victorious. I mean, God, they didn't just beat Paul Divine here. They beat the piss out of Paul Divine. And I think Schmitty certainly got his way here tonight on Crossfire. Will Paul Divine be able to make it to the Elimination Chamber at Validation? We all know this wasn't going to end well. But man, that went up. Look at Paul Divine, even still, is trying to get up. Looks like he's having a tough time doing so, though. I don't know, man. This looks bad for Divine. Coming up next, guys, here on Crossfire number 14, the go-home edition before Validation. We have the debut of Val's brand new subject, Miasma, taking on Rami Young, who will be accompanied, of course, by her better half, Joseph Santos. And we know that at Validation, Joseph Santos will represent Crossfire and challenging Supremacy's Subject Zero for the Anarchy Championship. And it's been a very interesting last couple of weeks. More recently, Joseph Santos agreeing to one of Val's many tests, as later on this week on Supremacy, Santos will actually join forces with Subject Zero, and they will be taking on the team of Gary Reed and Jay Young, with the stipulation being that if Santos and Zero win, Val has allowed Santos to choose the stipulation for their championship match at Validation. If you ask me, just more mind games by Val. Joseph Santos, I don't think he made the right decision in falling into what I believe to be a trap. But I know that Santos can handle his own, just as I know that Rami Young can handle her own. But, well, we largely know nothing about this subject, Miasma, except that, well, she's come out of the lab of Tailcoat Val, and so that means she can be nothing good. Just this match right here. How do you think it got set up? Tailcoat Val pulling the strings behind the scenes. It's no coincidence that Miasma is making her debut against Joseph Santos' significant other. Stomp to the back of the head. Rami, of course, who failed to qualify for the Magnificent Six ladder match. All 6 competitors now confirmed and will clash at Validation. Unfortunate for Rami and everybody else who wasn't able to make it to the match, but certainly Rami wants to try and get back to her winning ways, and this is a good start. Gives Santos some momentum heading into Validation. Nice takedown by Miasma right there, though. I just noticed now that she's barefoot. I've always said that can be a positive and a negative, because going barefoot, kicks become much more lethal. If you hit someone in the head barefooted, man, you can knock them out easy peasy, lemon squeezy, just your bones right off the side of their head. But at the same time, it could be a negative because, well, your feet are exposed. If your opponent doesn't mind being a bit cheeky, you know, they can stomp on your toes, they can target that exposed area. It's just like when someone doesn't wear knee pads, you know, you expose yourself, sure, your knee strikes will be more lethal, but then at the same time, you got no protection. I don't know if that's actually a strategy for Miasma here, though, or maybe if she just genuinely forgot, because it kind of seems like she's a bit kooky, maybe a bit nuts, the way she's been acting thus far. Joseph Santos making sure to watch from a distance, as is Tailcoat Val. I'm sure Subject Zero can't be that far away. One has to wonder just how many subjects Val truly has. More and more of them seem to pop up with each passing week. Some sort of new concoction from the warped mind of Tailcoat Val makes its presence felt. And I do say it's, because I don't believe these people are truly human anymore. 12. Count of 12. We've already had 1 count out here tonight. 13. Don't think we need 2, but I'm not even entirely sure if either one of these women know that the count is going down. 15. So, oh man, nice jawbreaker. So fixated on each other. And look at Rami just going after the knee. 17. Will she break the count, though? She will. Good gal, Rami. Not one to take the easy road. Scoop slam gets countered. Forearm smash to the back of the head. Ooh, and a nice snapmare. Rami rolls right to her feet. Didn't take long for the fight to resume here at ringside. DDT. Definitely some added damage on the outside. Oh, Rami just completely no-selling that kick as she heads back into the ring. Miasma's sleeping on her feet, though. Rami lets out a roar, waking Val's new pet up. Bit quicker with that headbutt to the chest. And look at Val, very excited. This is her first look, as well as ours, at how her new subject will truly fare against top competition like Rami Young here on Crossfire. Elbow to the top of the head. Into a Samoan drop. That was a nice fluid combination. Needs that perfect position. There's the barefoot drilled into the midsection, almost in a stabbing motion. Not done either. Snap. Dragon suplex with a pretty decent bridge to try and pin. Only a 1 count. Look at how Miasma just staying on top of Rami. Not giving her a chance to breathe. Wait for the spike, it looked like. That straight thumb to the throat. Now gets a lifting reverse DDT. Not able to really make that reversal count for anything. Joseph Santos shuddering at what he sees unfolding before his very eyes. You know, it's got to be tough watching your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, husband, wife, get the ever-leaving crap beat out of them and you can't do anything. Look at Rami Young just staring Miasma down as the creep waits for Rami Young to get to her feet. And look at this, has got to be strategic. Right in front of Joseph Santos, and he can't lift a finger. He can't do a damn thing Miasma and Val know that. Look at how bad he wants to, though. You know he wants to help. But he risks getting his girlfriend disqualified if he does.
6.
Count of 6. Miasma going to break the count, running right past Joseph Santos, not even giving him a second look. And there's the spike again, but took too much time. Rami's able to fight through.
3.
Thrown down along the barricade. Taking the arm into a Russian leg sweep. Old school, simple but effective. Santos is getting closer. Like I said, man, you never know where Zero could be right now, hiding. I'm sure he's close. Oh, Rami, the twist of fate. Into the pin, she can have this match won. Uno, dos, tres, and she does. Rami Young pulling out the victory here against Subject Miasma. Man, well, I'll say this much. Val knows how to train her subjects, because Miasma gave Rami Young a hell of a fight here, to the point where Joseph Santos almost got involved, but he was able to restrain himself. He had confidence that Rami could make a comeback, and that she did. Beautiful twist of fate, getting back into the ring. And some nice bragging points for Santos heading into validation, guys. But really, what's going to go down on Supremacy when Santos and Subject Zero team together? I just really hope that Santos hasn't gotten himself into a situation he won't be able to pull himself out of. I had to grab a quick drink of the H2O, but the action continues up next, my fine feathered friends, as we've got some tag team action. Women's champion Kelsey Hayes and Janet Tor taking on the power duo of Danielle Davis and Ashley Rain. We know that Kelsey Hayes will be defending her championship against Danielle Davis one-on-one at Validation next week, while meanwhile, Janet Tor and Ashley Rain, 2 of the 6 women who will compete in the Magnificent 6 ladder match at Validation. Of course, the victor of that match earning a future shot at the Women's Championship anytime, anywhere they so choose to cash it in. And Ashley Rain knows a lot about that, as she is last year's winner, cashed it in successfully to become Women's Champion. But I think Janet Tor going to try to use this situation here to maybe stop Ashley Rain from even making it to the Magnificent 6 ladder match. We know that at Exodus, Ashley Rain beat down Tor pretty harshly in that street fight. A loss that rubbed Janet Tor the wrong way. Not only mentally, but physically. Was out for a couple weeks before returning and qualifying for the Magnificent 6. Here comes Kelsey Hayes in off the tag and goes right after Danielle Davis with the attempted crossface. Look how Danielle Davis rolls out of it into a pin. Gets a 1 count and then a kick right to the shoulder. Davis has just been red hot these last couple of months, man. Really, ever since she lost the non-title match to Kelsey Hayes, I think that just woke her up, you know, afterwards when Kelsey Hayes beat her down with the steel chair. That helped a bit, I'm sure. But she's just been all over Kelsey Hayes like a monkey on a cupcake, man. And at every single turn, Danielle Davis has gotten the better of the women's champion. Will that be said, though, at validation when it matters most? Will Danielle Davis finally win the big one? She said herself she's tired, you know, of being known as that gal that almost won the championship. Came so close, but so far away at the same time. She's done waiting around and she is ready to become women's champion. Ashley Rain and Janet Tor getting their hands on each other once again. Kicked to the midsection by Rain. Goes for the Hurricane Rana. Irish whip sends her into the corner. Janet Tor really going to be an interesting factor. Oh, look how Kelsey Hayes tags herself in, just slapping the shoulder of Tor. A bit disrespectful. As I was saying, though, I'm really interested to see how Tor is going to factor into the Magnificent Six ladder match. So much bigger than all the other competitors. Will that be a benefit or a downfall? Because a match like the Magnificent Six, really speed and agility benefit you more than everything else. Just ask Ashley Rain. Another counter by Danielle Davis, gets a 2 count this time. Forearm smash. Comes back, does Kelsey Hayes, slaps away the hand. Danielle Davis with a snap there and a kick to the back. Moon walks her way over, tagging in Ashley Rain. These two longtime friends. Kelsey Hayes going straight for the throat. Unceremonious sweep. Hayes has met a lot of enemies in her time here in CMV. Going to be a lot to watch out for, whether it is her or Danielle Davis, the validation as the new women's champion. Miss Magnificent Six going to be on the prowl, ready to cash in whenever they see fit. Remember when Ashley Rain did it after the then women's champion Piper Fox had successfully retained her championship with a hard-fought battle. Ashley Rain cashed in. Even then, it was a hell of a match, but eventually was able to get the job done. There's been a very long climb for Ashley Rain back to the top of the mountain ever since she originally lost her championship. Going through, you know, obviously what Tailcoat Val did to her, and then injury at the end of last season courtesy of RVW, and the constant, you know, harassment of Janet Tor this season. Ashley Rain is finally kind of getting her head above the water. Now she's just gotta hope that lightning strikes twice once again. Become the first ever 2-time Magnificent Six winner. Tag to Kelsey Hayes again. Ashley Rain lying in wait, slaps away the hand, takes the hand. Oh, there we go, man. I've been liking this rougher edge to Ashley Rain ever since the street fight at Exodus, really. There's been a bit of a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for, like, stank, I guess, man. Ashley Rain's done taking, you know, these beatings and done being seen as, like, this helpless girl, you know, this happy-go-lucky girl that is always being stepped on by these bigger competitors like Janet Tor, are being disrespected like Kelsey Hayes disrespects her. Saw what Ashley Rain did to Tor at Exodus. It's very clear that she is 100% through being a punching bag for the rest of the division. Danielle Davis gets swept off her feet. Not in a good way. Irish whip into the corner. Not a corner she wants to be in. Big kick to the midsection caught. Davis going to turn the momentum, but Janet Tor tags herself in now. Walks right into a drop kick. Directly into the pin we go. Kelsey Hayes. She could have broke that up, but I guess she was confident Janet Tor wouldn't go down to that. That deadly drop kick. Nice sweep by Tor there. Punch to the chest and a kick to the knee, gets caught. Elbow, ooh, to the upper thigh. Dropped down unceremoniously on that top rope. Tag to Ashley Rain. Frequent tags between the BFFs. Another sweep by Tor. She's backing into the corner. Looking for a tag, but look at Kelsey Hayes jumps off the apron and tells her no. I guess Kelsey Hayes has felt as though she's done enough in this match so far. Disrespect by Tor. Probably taking out her anger towards Kelsey Hayes on Ashley Rain there. And now Kelsey Hayes is going to come in and help. Yeah, thanks. Only when Kelsey Hayes feels like it, I guess, is she going to cooperate. Janet Tor, though, with the clean sweep. 1, 2. Oh, nearly getting that win back from Rain, but not quite able to. Irish whip past the referee, into the corner. Lying in wait, though. Suckers right in. Didn't see that elbow coming, I guess. Hurricane Rana. Tor right back to her feet, trying to hunt down Ashley Rain. She might have her right where she wants her. Not going to end well. Power bomb. Ashley Rain trying to get back up. Got to be out of instinct. And Tor is there to meet her with a single knee backbreaker. 1, 2. Somehow Rain still finds a way to kick out. Goes low. Head scissors round and around. Whirly bird. Janet Tor seeing stars. Gonna be seeing black in a minute, I think, if Ashley Rain has her way. Tor able to keep her at bay. Looks like we might be seeing another power bomb. Ashley Rain just does not know how to stay still. Counters the kick, tag to Danielle Davis. Could very well be the next women's champion. Russian leg sweep into a pop-up. Some rare athleticism by Janet Tor. Kitchen sinks being handed out like candy on a Halloween. Another Russian leg sweep. Loves her leg sweeps, does Janet Tor. Goes for the pin. Ashley Rain sensing she might be in trouble in the dodge Kelsey Hayes clothesline attempt. Kick to the knee. No go. Russian leg sweep again. I think the 4th time in just a couple of minutes. Hey, if it works, that old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Tag to Kelsey Hayes, and now we get some proper teamwork between these two. Fisherman's carry. Senton double boot stop by Kelsey Hayes, who takes a little bow and just mocking Danielle Davis, but in doing so, fails to stop her from making that hot tag. Here comes Ashley Rain, runs right into a front headlock though, able to chop away the hand. Flips the jaw. Ashley Rain, sunny side down. Good night, Kelsey Hayes. 1, 2, what? Man, almost, but not quite. Ashley Rain, not gonna let that deter her. Stand on top of the women's champion. Couple of clotheslines, there's the 3rd. Kelsey in the corner, nowhere to go. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Big punch gets wound up. Kelsey Hayes given too much time, tries to go low, gets a knee to the gut. Hurricane Rana. Kelsey Hayes in a whirlwind right now. Just trying to keep up with Ashley Rain, but that's easier said than done. Counters the Irish whip. Thrown into the corner. Ashley Rain. Wait a minute. Sliced bread number 2. It's been a while since we've seen Ashley Rain pull that out. 1, 2. Oh, and it would have been a 3. You felt it. But Janet tore on the button. Danielle Davis, sensing her friend is in trouble, reaches out the hand. There's the hot tag. Kelsey Hayes too busy slapping her rear end. And now this becomes a handicap scenario with Rain incapacitated on the outside. Can Danielle Davis survive? Kelsey Hayes has used the numbers game expertly in the past. Up to the top rope. What's she looking for here? Kelsey gonna fly moonsault, landing on the legs of Danielle Davis. I don't think that was the target area. It might have hurt Kelsey Hayes a bit more than it did Danielle Davis, honestly. Hurricane Rana of her own. Ashley Rain still down. Tag to Janet Tor now. Gonna try to come in and finish the job. Is the cleaner. Who could have guessed it? Russian leg sweep into the pin. 1, 2. Near 3, but not quite. Janet Tor on her knees, finding it tough to believe, but believe it, baby. What is Danielle Davis looking for here? Putting Janet Tor on the top rope. Tor's trying to fight back. Oh, but Danielle Davis wearing her down. Oh, and now some elbows. Jeez. One at the other, right to the back of the ear. Poison Rana by Danielle Davis from the top. My God. Receiving a rightful "this is awesome" chant. 1, 2. Where's Ashley Rain? Come on, that would have been a 3. Still nursing her wounds from earlier in the match, I guess. Janet Tor waking up, trying to break Danielle Davis in half, it looks like. Janet Tor feeling herself right now, confident that she's got Danielle Davis on the ropes. Big D coming at Davis, able to fight it back with a well-placed elbow, though. Can't stop these power bombs. Right into a pin. Does Janet Tor have this match won for she? Kelsey Hayes, no. And watch out from behind. Kelsey gonna toss Ashley back out onto her apron. Danielle tried to wind up a forearm smash. Tor just a bit quicker with that jab. And those are some clean elbows getting through on Danielle Davis. Bigger punch coming. Danielle Davis ready for it, though. Knife edge chop responds to this Tor in kind. And another powerbomb, man. Russian leg sweeps and power bombs. I think Janet Tor might make a good match for Killian Red over on Supremacy. Got a team like Danielle Davis and Ashley Rain, though, two of the most resilient women we've ever seen come through the doors of CMV, undying. Don't know the meaning of the word quit. They keep pushing and pushing until they have literally nothing left to give. Thrown to the outside, Janet Tor. Careless with the well-being of Danielle Davis as she stomps on the midsection. Adopting a slower, more methodical pace now later in this tag match. Big kick coming at Danielle Davis. She's able to catch it, though. Sweep and standing moonsault. Nobody could argue the athleticism and unmatched agility of Danielle Davis. She's already shown it multiple times throughout this match. These two just using the pair of stair steps there. Stair steps, heel steps. Oh, God, we're not going to get one of these on the outside, are we? Power bomb. Oh. I think I felt that a bit from over here. Now what's Tor doing? Dear God, we got a figure four sharpshooter. Luckily, Danielle Davis is out of it almost immediately. I don't even know if Tor had it fully locked in. Count of 14. These steel steps getting in the way. 16. Tor standing over Danielle Davis, arms out wide. Doesn't seem like she's going to try to break the count here. What is she doing? Danielle Davis? She's not going to win around. 19, is she going to take the count out win? No. Danielle Davis, give her a golf clap for that. That would have been an easy as pie win. But Danielle Davis ain't going to go that avenue. And now the carnage just resumes in the corner here. Good God. Deadlift, gut wrench, sit out, power bomb. She's going to do it again. She's going to do it again. God, man. At the rate these four women are going, none of them are going to be at 100% walking into validation, man. I think I missed in the memo that this was a stairs match. Here we go, finally departing from the treacherous corner they've been stuck in for the last couple of minutes. At least Kelsey Hayes and Ashley Rand are getting a good chance to rest up a little bit here. Danielle Davis finally brings the fight back into the ring, where she immediately makes the tag to Kelsey Hayes. If I were Danielle Davis, I'd be thinking about doing the same. Kelsey Hayes walking right into that back elbow. That has been lethal for the opponents of Danielle Davis lately. Oh! Danielle Davis has just pinned Kelsey Hayes, guys. Huge win. Just under a week away from validation, where Danielle Davis challenges Kelsey Hayes for the Women's Championship. Monumental for the momentum of the number one contender. I hope we get a replay, because that was like lightning fast. Janitor made the tag. Kelsey Hayes came in, ran at Danielle Davis, and Davis was like, hold this elbow real quick, B. Just spun into it. Unfortunately, we're not, but either way, what a match and what a win for Danielle Davis and Ashley Rand.